here I am. No makeup, no nothing, no hair fix, new haircut too, by the way. Let's sit down and let's talk.
The night we met, I knew I needed your soul.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hey, how's it going? My name's Nicole Mackey, and this is my wacky life. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to explain. But for today's video, it's a sit down and talk type of video. I went on Instagram today, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is Where's Mackey. You can follow me on there. I usually ask things for my channel on there, and you can keep up with my life that way. I may or may not go on a tangent, because if you know me, you know I ramble, which means it's going to be so much fun for editing Mackey tomorrow to edit all this. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you're not subscribed to this channel, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button real quick. Let's just go ahead and dive right into this video, into these juicy topics, and just spill the tea. First topic is comparing. Comparing is the worst freaking thing ever. Like, can we all just be honest for a moment and say at one point in our day, not even in our lives, not even our week, in our days, we compare ourselves to something. I do struggle with being triggered sometimes by comparison, and it's a real constant struggle, and it's a constant battle. I don't even know how to explain this. In all honesty, it will be as simple as I will get myself dressed and I will get myself ready for the day, and I will go out into my day, and then I will see other girls' outfits for possibly the same exact day as mine, whether it be going to work, going for a walk in the snow. I will see other girls' outfits and think, why didn't I think to wear something like that? Why don't I have something like that? Did I not dress right enough? Like, I could have looked so much cuter. And it just falls down into that spiral of, in a sense, like anxious thoughts because I see another girl's outfit. It's just about starting to recognize what piece of clothing makes you happy. If you know what clothing makes you happy and makes your body feel good, embrace it and wear it. Because who's to say, like, that other girl's outfit from walking in the snow, that if I had that exact outfit, that I would have felt happy, or I would have felt comfortable in it, or that I would have felt confident in it. I mean, I still struggle with the comparison trigger, but it's just something that I work towards each and every day to just not be triggered by it, you know? Now I'm a little bit better at being able to catch myself in it, and then I just say, Nicole, just stop. Think about why I feel triggered right now. And I think the last time I felt triggered was because the other person's outfit just looks so much more comfortable than mine. Easy solution, change into something that makes me feel more comfortable. I did. And I felt way more better about myself and my outfit for the rest of the night. And I just know comparison is such a struggle, and it's just so easy to, and like not even from just that perspective, but like even with social media, just a quick scroll through your social media accounts and you're instantly probably triggered with comparison thoughts of, well, look what their lives look like, or look what she looks like, or look what they're up to. I feel like we just sometimes tend to forget that Instagram is the highlight reel of people's lives. It is meant to showcase all the good parts of someone's life. There are people who post the good and the bad, but the reality of having that on all accounts is just unrealistic. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't see as many people crying in darkest moments on Instagram as I do see people smiling and in their happiest moments, you know? I feel like that's a whole other tangent, but just social media is just bad. Now I say that, but also I still use my social media accounts, but I try to use them mindfully. I use my social media accounts to keep a social media presence because of the fact I make YouTube videos, and I want you guys to be able to see my life, interact with me, and talk to me. And I just try to give myself a time limit. I don't want to find myself aimlessly like scrolling through my phone, because it does happen. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect at it. Whatever it may be, like, I'm not perfect at it. I do have my moments, but I can tell when I have my moments, and that's when I really just try to get on myself and be like, all right, like, we gotta cut it. Like, if I'm going on social media to post something, I go, I post, I try to get off. If I want to go and check on some friends and see how they're doing or what they're up to, I go, I look up their accounts, I check them out, get off, done. To kind of just continue on to the subject of comparing and comparison, there was one point that I was aimlessly scrolling through Instagram and I got to the realization I see so many other girls' bodies on social media, and I don't see my body on social media like that because I just don't post my body like that on social media. But what I'm trying to get at is, since I don't see my body, it causes me, for when I go and look into the mirror, to look at my body and be like, oh, that's what we look like. And I have to like catch myself, and I have to tell myself like, yes, that is what you look like, because you are unique, you have your own curves, and your body is not going to look like all your friends' bodies that you're seeing on the internet. Still trying to figure it out, but honestly, I think it's just been more about spending less time on this and scrolling on this and spending more time with myself. Just try to remember, it's just like, it's not about what everybody else in the world is doing. You know, if you're going out to eat, don't worry about trying to look like everybody else or fit a certain type of look like everybody else. Be you and do what makes you happy. And our bodies are constantly changing and life is constantly changing. I hope that makes sense. But we're gonna go on to the next topic and close this one. Body neutrality. Put it on the screen. It's a philosophy that should focus on what your body can do for you rather than what it looks like. So much that could be said about this, and it's just such a powerful thing to think about, but a lot of the times we think about, when we're looking at our bodies, we think about what our bodies should look like. That has just been such a horrible misconception that we have believed in for so long. We all struggle with this. Like, it is not just meant for one person, one gender. Like, we all struggle with these things. To just speak like so much onto this topic, like, I remember like venting to my best friend Jessica, who lives in Hungary right now. I remember venting to her like how my hips made me feel some type of way. And like, if you didn't know, like, I am a woman of wide hip curve. I don't know how to explain it. I have wide hips. It has made me not feel confident in myself because, stand up one more time, but this is my body, okay guys? Like, this is what I look like. Obviously it's like a little bit of a tinier waist here, and then I have my wide hips, and on top of wide hips I also have, ready? My thick thighs, okay? Does not make my life easy when it comes to jeans. Jeans are a literal pain in the butt. They're either way too tight on my thighs, or they're uncomfortable on my thighs because they're just so tight, or they ride up, and then they're just a little bit loose on my waist. For the longest time, my wide hips have made me not confident in myself because it's made it nearly impossible for me to enjoy certain wardrobe pieces that I probably would have loved for myself. Jeans being one of them, skirts being another, and dress being another. I say all of that and I explain all of that and I share all of that to say that it made me like think like, ugh, I don't like my wide hip. I need to do a Chloe Ting slim thigh challenge and slim these babies down. Like, these are literally things that I have thought about in this year. I literally just did Chloe Ting's slim thigh challenge like a month ago. Instead, I should think about, how does this unique body structure and body frame benefit me? I thank my friend Jessica for this, to tie it full circle, because she pointed out to me that as someone like myself who hopefully, God willing, prays on everything that I can have a family later on in my life, these wide hips are gonna make my life so much easier when I'm giving labor. And I'm sure there's so much more that these wide hips have a benefit of, but I think that's the importance of just trying to realize and try to think about what your body can do and what it can do for you, rather than fixating on what it looks like. I think that's just such an important thing to recognize and realize, and it's something that you just gotta progress with. Thank you, body, for all that you did for me today. At the end of my hikes, I like to tell myself, like, I did that. Like, my body just did that. I feel like there's so many like different conversations that can branch from this, and I won't dive into them too much. So I knew I had something on my notes that I wanted to share you guys before I go on to the next topic. Consider this. Your skin replaces itself once a month. Your stomach lining replaces itself every 5 days. Your liver replaces itself every 6 weeks. Your skeleton replaces itself every 3 months. Your body is extraordinary. Begin to respect and appreciate it. If you ever can't think about anything in the moment of what your body does for you, your skeleton has already replaced itself once, and come June, that would be twice that your skeleton has replaced itself. Every 6 weeks, I mean, your liver has already replaced itself quite a good amount so far. As of May 5th, your stomach lining will replace itself, and at least once a month. So at some point in this month, your skin's gonna replace itself. The next one, kind of something I already talked about, but it's about thick thighs. Just to go ahead and quote what my roommate Megan had told me at one point in my life, thick thighs save lives. That's just a funny note, but now going into a serious note about this, thick thighs. Honestly, who's to say that our thighs shouldn't look the way that they look? It's probably one of the things that makes me a little self-cautious the most. How hard it can be to learn to love your body and love yourself when you, like, a part of you makes it hard for you to have certain things that you want. Certain outfits probably don't look the way you want them to look, and I think it's just important, like, to realize, like, that's who you are. Like, these thick thighs are a part of who you are. Is it gonna be worth it for yourself if you say to yourself, I have thick thighs, let me slim them down, let me work out each and every day, let me do a lot of cardio and try to burn off the fat on my legs and blah 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 blah, and put yourself through so much stress? It's hard. I can't really think about anything too much like on the spot right now, like as I'm filming this, but like I understand the struggle of thick thighs. Like I think it's just about changing the narrative that there's something wrong with them to talking about what's good about them. I think that's the best that I can say on that, and I hope it all made sense. I just felt like what I talked about for the other two topics really kind of helps when it comes to that. The last one is kind of like a funny one, and I'm just adding it in here because my best guy friend submitted it, and I'm going to respond to it because I told him I would. What does it feel like to have my body figure? Honestly, it is a 50-50 battle of how I feel about my body figure. I'll just add some pictures from my Instagram here so you can get a better idea. It's not all sexiness and confidence of that's where I got like J-Lo's booty. It's not always easy. And that's just being real. There's like, I think so many things that could branch off from me talking about what does it feel like to have my body figure being overly sexualized at some points in my life. Like there was a time in my life like that people or guys were only interested in me because of my body figure, and that in itself was detrimental to my self-image and my self-confidence and my self-love. My own personal struggles that have come with my body figure, you better make sure you're hitting the gym, because eventually that body figure is gonna go. And me feeling like I had to work hard to keep this body figure, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be attractive anymore. That was a whole other thing. And then there's just like the personal struggles of to this day. Just like I think it was like a month ago I ordered clothes from Nasty Gal, and I had to return a black dress because it didn't fit me like I thought it was going to fit me. Kind of breaks my confidence because it kind of makes me think like, ugh, my thighs, really? And I know that's not how I should think, and I should just realize, okay, those clothes are just not for my body type. I just need to return them. Keep the things that I have that fit my body type. Life is hard, guys. Just try to think and reflect after this video, guys. With that all being said, I just really think it's important for you guys to remember that I think you're amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It means the world to me that you take the time to watch my videos. Whether you watch a minute of it, a second of it, or the whole thing. Not gonna ramble, so let's wrap up this video. If you did like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Can this video get 10 likes? Can I be bold to say that? If you did want to talk to me about anything, feel free to go ahead and throw them in the comments down below. So give it a like, drop a comment. If you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. This Wacky Mackie tries to post on Wednesdays for Wacky Mackie Wednesday. Have a great day, night, evening, or whatever time you may be watching this. And don't forget, you are awesome. You are thebomb.com, and I love you. Bye.